Hi, good evening, everyone. Just one moment, I'm posting my information for cross. Just few more minutes and I'll be. Alrighty, I am in. Hi, Suraj. Hi, Gagan. Hi, Uttam. Hi, Ankur. Hi, Nagraj. Hi, Jess. Sat Sri Akal. Hope you all had a good day and a wonderful dinner. Finally, after a very, very big gap, I had a green day. Hi, Anchit. Hi, Gopal. Hi, Sai. Good evening, everyone. So let everyone join in between. Let me just remove the volume. And start from the scan. I even posted the scan this morning with open equal to low, open equal to high. And you see target, it opened at 230.91. Low was 230.91. It made 236. LMT opened at 243, 343.75. Low was 343.75, made 348. UL made 42, about 3%. NCLH made about 5% from 2008, made high of 2092. Canopy growth, cannabis stock also made good. Skills also made good. Hi Soumya, hi Love, hi Earl. So this is a very simple scanner. You can set it up and can take benefit from your watch list. Or if you want to do in all the stocks, you can do that. But I don't prefer all the stocks. I keep myself limited. Let me do my simple inside day scanner. So we have inside day scanners on futures. I don't trade this. Okay, it's only nothing concurrent. Okay, so hi MediaNet, hi Shashank, hi Special KQ. Tomorrow we have two. Let me just go here. Let me open one Twitter account. Who has posted this? Tuck. Come on. He posted regarding, yes. So this is the Fed expectations. Tapering amount of 30 billion. Initially it was $15 billion per month. Now it is going to be $30 billion. That's the expectation, which is currently set in. First rate hike June 2022 and approximately 3 each year. And estimated terminal rate or interest rate 2.3. I believe you are in for a surprise. Again, I could be totally wrong, but looking at just what Canada did, Canada just told its citizens stop international travel in relation to the Omicron spreading across. European Central Bank have the same stimulus tapering and inflation expectation set up tomorrow morning at 7:45. If they both both are expected to cut down, tapering is there for sure. But instead of 3 rate hikes, what if Fed says only 2 rate hikes? What if they say because of Omicron, They want to slow down the tapering and finish it by, instead of March, maybe till June, because there's new things that come up. So there's nothing as of now. It's too much negative on FOMC expectation. Anything wrong or anything out of expectation on the negative side will just kaboom the market and will take it higher. Market has to really see extremely negative news now to break that 4580 levels. All right. So that's the expectation. Shashank will talk about that query later on. So I am looking at a couple of levels on my chart, and I'm now not following the December futures. I'm jumping onto the March futures. And if you choose by default, it will come by March futures. Hi, Meher. So look at this today. It almost came to this zone. Let me remove the volume. And today I will also show you the SPX, just to give you a wonderful clarity. Look at this. This happened, went down, went up, went up. I'm starting from here, this, right here, right here, right here, came down, and this is where we are. If we break 4668, we will simply hit all-time highs and 4779, which is my target. So this is shoulder number 2, which is there. This is head. This is shoulder number 1, which is established, having an excellent support at this area now. 4619, 4620 is an excellent support, which is 34 EMA. That's why I was saying, even on the Twitter, 4620 is the make or break point. If we hold this, we will definitely try to hit 4668. Any close this time above 4468, 4668, we are just going higher. So inverted head and shoulder is ready. Price section today clearly showed that yes, market wanted to bounce from this 34 EMA and tried to test the 12 EMA. It tried its best to do that, and now we should be seeing some level of consolidation tonight until the European Central Bank give us clarity. Once we have that clarity, we are all set. Before 4662.8. This is make or break point. If we hit this, we are going up. If we face resistance, this inverted head and shoulder fails, and then we are heading down. If we break 4581 to 4620 area, then things can get really, really bad. Right now, I am more biased towards bullish, because yesterday I was bearish and we saw a good kind of outflow from Apple, Microsoft, and bringing the index down. But let's see what happens tomorrow, because the correction which was supposed to happen has already happened in majority of the stocks. And today, the bigger stocks, the two bigger stocks, Apple and Microsoft, they saw some reasonable correction in their trades as well. Okay, so a possibility is right here. It's setting up for that. If we have it, I will run my longs. And this will be the ultimate target. And we could see a center rally once we break 4668. So on my sheet, from neutral, I'm moving towards positive, and instead of short, I'm turning neutral on the sell side. So I want to buy above my 46.44 is my confirmation. which is 12 EMA, and my stop loss is 46.20. Once we come here, then this area 4700 is something which it has struggled, so it's going to be there. I'm convinced of bullish bias, so I'm taking 70% on my bullish side. I'm still not ruling out anything if it goes below 46.20. If it goes below 46.20, this can get really bad. First, it can hit 45.81. Like today, 46.20 was our target, and it was kind of managed throughout the day. It was held 45.81, and then we will have a 45.60 area for second target. The possibility is there once we break 46.20. So 46.20 is the probability of it going down. My bias is neutral, but I'm still selling because I cannot have a neutral position. But my bias will turn short once we break below 46.20 with some strength. Hi Deepak, hi Krishna. Plus it's a potential inverted head and shoulders. Triple Q, you see, right? It came as soon as it broke this area. This was our plan, that sell below 391 and hit up 386, 83, 67, and we were 60% short on tech today. It came and hit right. The low was 383.63. Exactly, it came here, took the support of the regression channel and the Fibonacci of 383.67 and bounced. This is good. This is really good. If it have been like broken below this area, things would have changed. But right now it held it, closed as a green candle, like it opened at 387, closed at 388. So it's a green candle moving towards 34 EMA, which is 390. Once we break 390, we will hit 391 and 393 possible. And if this time we get above 4668 on ES, we will definitely breach this 39957. Sure, MTN, I will go on my Facebook trade as well, which I did today. All right, so again, my bullish instance on QQQ, test of support. It's very simple language, test of support. Now we should see test of resistance. So I would like to buy this above 34 EMA, which is 390, 35. 393.5. My target will be 391, 390, 392, and 399.57. I'm still going to give it 60% because Apple and Microsoft needs to show some strength to make it big green. On the contrary side, I'm neutral. I would like to sell this below 393.5. If it holds, stop loss is same 391.54. This is 40%. If it breaks, so let's check one. We only have one target, 383.67. That's again. So if it sustains above 390 area, which it should most likely, looking at the opening, if it does, I'll be looking to non-stop loss should be different. Stop loss will be this high and this open, 387.29. Let's do this. Make it much better so that we do not even have an overlap. Yep. So this is the equation that we will shell this below. This was the high and this is the open. So if it goes below here, we will sell it. If it holds here, this will become a stop loss and we will go into the position above the red EMA, which is the 34 EMA. Once we do that, we have first target here, then the second target of 393. Once we cover that, then we have 399.57. Hi, Evan. Hi, Parag. Now, let's go to the Apple. So Apple today was a sell below 175, did 172. I think it almost tested 172, but let's check. It did exactly the resistance line. It tested that and it bounced from here. Let me just check. 172.21. So it was almost there. So what it has done is it has actually allowed the EMA to catch up. There was a big difference between the candle and the EMA. Now that difference has considerably reduced. I will try to go long in Apple here if it holds 172.25 area. Tomorrow it will be 172.50 area. So I will just buy Apple for now, because if market has to go higher, Apple should contribute. And looking at the momentum in Apple, it might come up to save index. So buy above 175, stop loss 172, 145. Targets is 178.28, 178.28, and 180.97. I'm not bullish, but I'm just saying it's a possibility that yes, it can move towards that. The intent is the bias is still neutral. Gash Manisha 38363 has been a very strong Fibonacci. Yes. Hi, Amit. Airbnb. Airbnb is coming in an area where it should get some reasonable support. It managed to close right here. So if we have a green candle tomorrow, we might look as a morning star. If not, I will not touch this stock unless I break above 168 and hold there. Right now it's in a dodgy format. So I'm assuming we might see a green, and potential target is, it's a potential morning star. Not confirmed as of now. It's a potential morning star. So buy above 171, stop loss is 168.23, which is right there. This is on the closing basis. Target 177 and 179. It's a potential, it's not confirmation. A firm, so let's look at a firm today. A firm opened at 104, gave the opportunity at 107, and made a low of 101. So it worked out well. So let's see. A firm is short. Let's see what's happening in a firm now. So a firm finally has a green candle, even if it went down big, like about 4% down. And during the day, one time it was about 6-7% down, but the candle is still green because where it opened and where it closed were higher. But I'm still not convinced on the firm. It has few gaps to fill right here. If you remember UPST, Moderna, all Zoom, Roku, they have all filled the gaps. Now a firm has to fill the gap again. If you get an opportunity, if it comes higher, sell it and then wait for these two gaps to be filled. 72 gap is there and 93, 94 gap is there. So I am not positive of them. It's a sell on rise for me. It might move towards 110, 111 area, but I'll be waiting for it to sell. I want to sell this near 107. My stop loss will be now 1010 or 110. And my targets is the first one is 97.89. The second one is already there. So it's a sell on rise. Then we have AMD. So AMD went and tested 130 today. And then from 130, it bounced. So it did the first target. But as I said yesterday, I'm interested to buy AMD on the dip. And that's what it did. Exactly, it came down. Hi, Shri. Hi, Nancy. Shade 247, the stop loss you have is the same price for stop you use for option price. See, I use, again, like I have explained this a few times, but let me explain if you're new here. I use a 30-minute candle close as my stop loss. So if I have a stop loss right here for 110, I would see the price of the equity to go higher, in this case, above 110 for a 30-minute candle close. If it does, I will exit my option. I do not place the option stop losses orders. I just track them based on the stop losses of the equity. See, emotion definitely comes into the picture, but if you keep your levels intact, I will come to Amazon, just tell you what I did today, how I managed to hold on to my position, which was in loss throughout the day, but eventually it ended up with good green. And I'll show you all of that. Hi, MP, welcome here. So a firm is still sell on rise. AMD came here like 2 weeks back. Everybody was looking for AMD at 165. Now it is available at 130, which is a 61.8 Fibonacci. It's a definite area to bounce, and it did. And it closed above this trend line, which is 134 area, 134.42, right there. If you see on the right hand side, it's right there. So now it is a setup for a move towards, see, the trend is still bullish. The 12 EMA is holding above the 34 EMA. So trend is bullish. We had some drawdowns in AMD, but its long-term trend is bullish. So now I'm expecting a bounce from here. If we can get anything above 138, that will become a potential morning star as well. Or you can make 134.42, you can take a stop loss of that and then go long above 136.37. Yes. So from neutral, finally, I'm positive on AMD. And I even posted this on Twitter yesterday with one of the fund managers that, yes, I'm expecting 132.52 hold. It did that. It bounced from 130. And now it took the stop loss and reversed. And it held throughout the day, that area. Now this will become my stop loss for the long position, because now I am bullish here by above 137. Yes, Ankur, AMAT, MU, TSM, NVIDIA, all of the chip stocks, they jumped. So I'm just taking AMD into consideration. and QCOM, you can take any of those. My target is 138.80. Why 138.80? Because it's 78.6 Fibonacci, and then 141.22, which is my or let's say 12 EMA, which is 142.22. I'm just giving it 60% because it has come down incredibly. It needs to regain its strength with some good moves. Once it does, then I will increase my conviction. Right now, it's all 60%. Amazon today like went below 33.88, gave 33.44 target and held on to that. So now I don't need this anymore. I'm deleting. Amazon, finally, I'm positive that during the entire day, Amazon was losing the momentum, but it tested this 33.84 area, 33.44 area right here, held on to this. Like if I break it down into 30 minutes, you see it's held onto this area. It definitely went down for some time, but it held on to this area. Like every candle, it tries to come and test it. Just leaving this candle, which was 3328, which made a morning star on 30-minute, and right after the morning star, it went up, tested the 12 EMA, broke up, tested the 34 EMA, 338991, and that was the day high, 338991. So it's following this channel, and after like 3 days maybe, once we had this negative crossover when the red line crossed over the green line on the 30-minute candle, this is the first time you see it tried to test 34 EMA. Now, if it breaks above 34 EMA, it will become super bullish. It will push the green line to converge into the red line on 30 minutes. On the daily candle, if you see here, the trend has just turned negative. So if it doesn't bounce here, this can go bad. So I'm expecting it to bounce from here. If it fails 3388 this time, this can get really, really bad. Hi, Pramod. Hi. So I'm just taking a positive trade here. Just buy above 3384.88. Stop loss 3344. Target 3424 and 3460. Again, 60%. CRM finally filled the gap right here. It's losing the momentum, so I don't want to include CRM in my list. I'm getting rid of it. DDOG had a target of 159. I did not even had a look on this. It did 159. In fact, it went much lower than that. It went on to make 153. So this trade was also hit. Because I don't trade all these companies, so I don't even track them. So it did its job. Now it's bouncing here. If because the trend is still positive, if it manages to hold on to this area and tries to make a move towards 163, because there is a gap which needs to be tested. So I'll take a neutral call on this. DDOG inside day breakout is done. Now I'm just turning it into neutral. And like guys, we did not even talk about DDOG throughout the day. Mr. Chivi DRP top, I have to check on Amazon. I'll check all the dark pools. Once I'm done with my analysis, I'll do that. So now I want to try a buy on DDOG, buy above 163, stop plus 159, and I'm going to look for a gap fill, which is 169 and 172.79. That's the 12 EMA. I'm just calling it neutral. Facebook, it's I'm totally bullish on Facebook. And couple of people asked, like we even did in our Telegram, the Facebook trade this morning, and people were asking me, why did I choose Facebook? See, Facebook, first of all, I am bullish on Facebook. It's an inside week. That gives me a bullish bias that every time it's hovering lower towards my area, I should be jumping onto this. That's one thing. I was positively inclined towards Facebook. Second thing was this candle. Okay. And we booked some positions right here when it went 4 and then it went 5, somewhere here in this area. If I go to my Telegram and check the timestamp, see, I added at 11:50, 3:35 call at 2.8. This is 11:30 candle. So as soon as I saw that, yes, it's making a candle for a morning star, I went long. Next candle, it gave me 4. Then couple of candles, it gave me almost like 540, and I was out. I made reasonable trade on this. So anybody who is wondering why I choose 30 minutes, this is the reason I choose 30 minutes. It gives me a clarity that yes, even in my bullish instance, if something is making a morning sun 30 minutes, that's double thumbs up and I should take a trade on that. Okay. Now, what should we do in Facebook? Again, I'm super positive on Facebook. As I've said multiple times, this is one stock which has tested 12 EMA again, closed right on this trend line, long-term trend line. I want to go long here by going above 336. Stop loss is 331.19, which is Facebook 331.19, and target. And I'm 70%. See, this is the second stock where I'm super bullish, 70%. Inside week, continuation, and a move. Google is another stock which like did its job today. Like it opened below the equation as we have sell below 2878. It went on to hit 2848 and it came all the way close to 2800, 2824. And now it tested this resistance line. Now, if it has to turn positive, okay, because I'm expecting a bullish move in the market. If it has to turn positive, it needs to break out above 2911, or if I would say simply, it needs to like regain this dotted regression channel trend line. It needs to jump. It needs to show some strength. So what should we do? We should expect it to make a move above 2897, because negative move it has done. And if you see here, it came in line with this, parallel to this channel. So I think every time it has come here, it has shown some gap above 2897 and then continued move towards the resistance. Test of support, now test of resistance. The resistance is this area. So I'll be taking a long trade on Google, keeping 2897 as my stop loss and 29 1 as my position. So Google, I'm turning positive because the test of support, same theory, buy above 2911. Stop loss is this, and targets. This is the close. These are the lows here. So 29.45. 29.80. Because I've seen it got rejected at 29.80 multiple times. I'm giving it still 60% because that's incredible area to cover. Lucid Motors is positive. Even today, you saw Lucid Motors running like anything, making a bullish engulfing. So first thing is Lucid Motor is bullish engulfing, which is a positive sign. Closed at 40.87. I wanted to buy now. Like I wanted to buy simple. I have target of 42, 43, 45. So these are my targets. The stop loss, I would move it to now 39.34. I would like to buy this above today's high, which is 41.3. I'm always bullish on Lucid Motors. McDonald's. It did not come on, yeah. I'm doing something wrong. It could not break out about 263.53 area. Now, if it fails, because tech stocks are taking a lead, it may come down to 258 and then bounce. So I'm taking out McDonald's from my list for now. Instead, I want to add coin because I made a position on coin just before the close. So I'm including coin here. Let me put coin here so that the alphabetical order does not get. This is coin. Coin is making a morning star. See, this is 61.8%, 244. It is bouncing from there, close to 78, coming from a move all the way from there. This is a super morning star. I do not want to miss that. I am looking for 265, 276, 293. I'm super bullish here. And that's why I made a position in this just before the close. I got 260 calls. So it's a morning start. So I wanted to the only thing which was missing here, today's close and 2 days back close. The close was 25576 and today's close is 25586. So I wanted it to be a little higher just to give me some more positivity. But any case, it's a setup for that move. I want to go long above 260 with a stop loss of 254. Yes, MTN, I do that. Shravan, I'll share the link in the chat. U86, it's all right. You can watch the video later on. I don't have any issues. So stop loss is 25363. So the stop loss is high in coin because it has bigger moves. Move is 265.15 and 276.32. And 70% bullish. Again, we need to see how the market or the Bitcoin reacts. If it reacts positively overnight, then we might have a really good move coming in coin. So this is coin. Microsoft, we were short. We had a target of 329. It went below 329. It in fact went to 323 area and bounced. But if you join this line, if I draw a trend line, it's on the same, like if you go back here, if I start from here, this is the same trend line which has allowed Microsoft to bounce in the past. So if it goes up with market 328.80, like it closed right on there. If it closes above 328 or goes above 328, then I would like to go long in this. But as of now, I am neutral on Microsoft. I want 331. Come on. 331 and above as my entry and 329, 328 as my stop loss. Target will be 338. Like Apple, I am neutral on Microsoft. I want to buy above 331. .49. Stop loss is 32888, 33879. I think 33879 is enough. And I'm giving it 60%. I'm keeping this one in the yellow color. Netflix went down today below 600, almost came to 585 area. It is setting up again for a Morningstar move, potential Morningstar all the way from 700. It has completed the double M pattern as well. It's the M pattern, has completed test of support. Now we should see the test of resistance, which is this area. Once we regain 600, I'll be bullish. So after this, I'm turning positive. Buy above 600, not 90. Stop loss will be 596, 595.73. Target will be 620, which is the 12 EMA. $620.45 and 634.63. It's a big move for Netflix, but it's quite possible. This is the same move which we had in Facebook, and it bounced right from that area. So I am pretty much positive on there. Do you think head and shoulders on Microsoft? Let me just check. I don't see head and shoulders. If you want to call this head and shoulders, that's not a clean head and shoulders. Like there's if it had been like this, then yes, but no, as of now, no. Then we have QCOM. I'll pick it up, Shashank. QCOM again, like similar to all the chip stocks, it's in better shape. Like AMAT and QCOM are two good stocks along with MU. So it tested the 12 EMA. It just needs to break out above 185 and stop loss will be 180. Or if it breaks out above today's high, which is 183.90, it should be good. $180.50. Everything else is same for QCOM, but it's positive here. Shop almost came to my target, 1339. If anybody took it, see right there to my Fibonacci of 23. I love it to go long in shop here. Previously here it has made morning stars, made good returns. So I am interested to go long in Shopify here with entry anything above 1360 is my entry. Now finally again positive. Buy above 1560. No, 1360. And it has a habit of giving you $100 move. So I will not be surprised if you see, if market is showing strength, this could be a stock which can give you easily $100 move. And just because I had a couple of bad days, people started questioning my work. But even in those days, there were many triggers which were not there. Snow, but now everything is falling in place. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Snow 357. So Snow tested exactly 350, 750, 49, but could not break out. The trend is still positive. It's holding the support of this channel. I assume that yes, it's it wants to move up. It's also making inverted head and shoulders now. It's right here. If I do it from right here, went down, and down. Now it should come up here. So it's a potential head and shoulders tested here. A break above this 357 with a stop loss of 350. It's an ideal long position. So Snow inside week, it's continuation above 49. Stop loss is 350.60. Tesla again tested 929. Did its job below 947. Now it has hit one important area, 929, which is the Fibonacci, closed right above the regression channel. Again tested the support. It should test the resistance, which is 129. So I'm going long in Tesla now. Okay, my theory is simple. If you have tested the support, you should test the resistance. Unless you break the support, then things change. So I want to go long above 960. Today is 966, 967, 968. And stop loss will be this area, 943.70. Target I have is 1000 and 1029. Last is Walmart. Walmart, as I said, it needs to break out above 143. It did that. It held on to it. Now it should continue. So if you have a position in Walmart, let it run, and it can run towards 149. So it's a continuation. Now stop loss will become 143.80 and buy above 145. That's it from me. Let me remove the number 13 and set up the good. All right, so let me, any take on NVIDIA? Sure, I can, like NVIDIA, AMD, same. Again, it tested the same resistance, 281.57, closed right on it, setting up for a potential morning star. It has bounced here, 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 here. So we should see. Till the moment we are holding this on the closing basis, we are good. If we break below this on the closing basis, things get changed. All right. So let me just post my Zoom link. I'll be a little quick tonight, but if anybody wants to discuss, you can come over and we can discuss. Moderator. The moderator, if it comes around 281, sell it. See, Fauci has done too much of panic in the last few days. It's a sell. Every time it comes here, it's a sell. It is not able to break it. Sandeep, I'm already in positions. So I will not make anything new, but I'm already in positions. Hi, Karthik.
Hello, Naval. So I have a quick question. So considering the rate hikes, right, would you consider any bank stocks for play? Let's say Goldman Sachs or Bank of America, anything. What are your thoughts there?
First thing, Goldman Sachs is not a bank, it's an investment bank. It does the different, it does not do the retail banking. So it has no impact of the interest rate. So if you have to take a bank, go for WFC or JPM.
JPM, okay.
Yes.
The reason I asked for Goldman Sachs, I see a good traction today. So that's the reason I asked, but yeah.
See, Goldman Sachs, again, as I said, it's an investment bank. Any impact on trading or any regulations around trading will have any impact on Goldman Sachs, but Goldman Sachs have a very small or limited retail banking aspect where they issue credit cards through Apple. So
okay, got it.
if you want to take, like, if there is an interest rate impact, that will have impact on the bigger banks, right? Much wider banks like JP Morgan, which has a higher area of retail banking or coverage of retail banking. So if you want to choose Bank of America, WFC or JPM.
WSC, okay, sure. Thank you.
Hi, Shashank.
Hey, Naval. Hey, I just wanted to ask you, like, how did Coin made you choose that? Like, it made it to the list. I mean, I removed it from my watch list. What made you look into that? And do you have a specific scanner for that you run, or did you watch get any news on the Coin or Mara Riot?
I do not trade on news. I just did my coin because coin has tested 61.8 Fibonacci. It bounced from here. It jumped over 78. Next target is 100 and 161. That's the simple logic. Plus, it's making a morning star.
Got it.
So I do not trade on news because I do not watch news. I trade on what I see.
All right, cool.
And this is a very
And
clear pattern, right?
yeah,
And sometimes like for example, AMD, I waited for 132. So even if the market was going short, I was waiting for 132 to come. And that's why you see most of these stocks are test of supports.
yeah. I
I
took the AMD. I waited for it. I took the AMD, and then once it like dipped, I cut it off, and yeah, later on it ran at the end of the day. So that's what a mistake I did.
see once you have like confidence in your system, you will know when to hold, when to leave.
Right, exactly. I thought the whole market is gonna go poop, and then yeah, but I was mostly looking at the other stocks, and I missed that.
See, as I'm saying, market is holding that area. If market has to go down, or it had to go down, it needs to break down below 4620 and 4581 area. That's an extremely good support area where the news on Powell saying that yes, we're going to increase the tapering last week came, and it tested that area and then bounced from it.
Yeah,
So now if it is bouncing from that area, tomorrow there's nothing new, there's nothing bad which can come. Like on TV, they're saying it's going to be 3 interest rate hikes. Tapering is going to start or complete by March. It cannot be done in January, right?
yeah,
It can definitely be done in June. So if that is not there, there's a positive surprise. And he's flexible because Omicron is spreading. It may not be that deadly, but it is spreading and it is causing businesses to think about, yes, people will come to offices, they will come to businesses or not. That thinking, that dilemma has again come. So he may give us a surprise that yes, looking at Omnicon and looking at the crude prices come down substantially in last couple of weeks, he might think that, oh, let me take or let me revisit on tapering. Maybe I will take it until June. If he says so, you will see all-time high by the Friday. So it all depends on his flexibility. Everything which he has said in the past is already priced in. Anything negative, he has to say something super negative to break it. Otherwise, any positive will be a thumbs up from the market.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's great. Thank you, Naval.
I'll check all the tickers, Gopal, Shaker, and Roger. I'll do that. Hi, all.
Hello. Again,
Hi.
thanks for everything you do. I had a few I wanted your thoughts on. I was looking at Adobe. It had a nice drop today, but it seemed like it's holding a line on the regression around
Yep. It almost tested my regression line right here.
600, 599.
5.9, it's right here exactly. The low of the day, 5.99, is my regression channel.
And I know it has earnings in, I think, 2 days.
See, earnings, I am so bad in earnings. If I take a position on the positive side, just blindly go on the negative side. You will make money.
All right. And
But if it has come down, because this is the main trend line, that's the first support area. That's the big support area. If it holds this area, right, it should move towards this 641. A test of support should be done after test of resistance. So it should, if it breaks this 599 area, then it will come down to 577. 575, 577 is an extremely good area for it. So risk reward, you have to decide if you want to go long or you want to wait.
And I also had DGX, is Quest Diagnostic. Looking for a possible downside, even though it
Let's
looks
see.
good on the
I may not
daily.
have a chart on that. DGX Quest. Let me just try. I don't see that this is easing out, and with new tests coming in, it is breaking out. And how many candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It can still go higher, maybe for 2 more candles, reach 170. It's still in bullish momentum. I will not touch it on the short side. It will come short once it breaks 158, but not as of now.
Okay, and I also wanted to put play on your radar. It's the Dave and Buster's. It's been holding up pretty good the last few days.
Yes, I'm a regular visitor to this, so I can see the amount of traction they are getting. Plus, it's if you see here, it's kind of consolidating really hard. It's coming in an area like from right here. It's making a pennant on a long-term horizon, and it's about to break out. Like, I did not draw this properly, but it's coming right here. If it breaks out from this area 38, it can easily test 45, 47 area.
All right, thank you.
It has potential. That's it. Do you have anything else? Okay. So let me just check the chat. Somebody was asking about SKWS. SK Somi. SKW Skywork Solutions. Okay, Skywork Solution is if it like, let me just make levels on this to have better clarity. It needs to break 162 area, so if it needs to bounce, and stop loss is about 158. So once it does that, it has target of 170. That's SKWS. Oh, you're already here. Hi, Somi.
Hi, Naval. Thanks for what you are doing. Naval, actually, along with the SWKS, I have a question on Disney. Basically, in CNBC, people are saying that is the stock for the next year. So, what is the right point to enter in the Disney for leaps?
Disney, first thing, Disney has a movie which is coming in next few weeks.
Okay.
In about 2 weeks, Spider-Man. So I expect it to do a good job in the market. And let me just add a new time frame. Just 1 second to show you one thing. Look at Disney here. There's a gap here. If you see,
yeah,
there's a gap right here. This was the gap which is now filled. But if it holds this 137 area, I need it to break above 154 to give me any kind of positive momentum. Otherwise, I will not touch Disney.
Even for leaps, Naval?
Even for leaps, because like if Omnicom thing gets bad, right?
Yeah.
Then it may have a bad impact. Right now, you see the entire hotel industry, airline industries, they're getting huge number of people traveling but the stocks are not rising. So even if you get a good amount of traction, maybe next summers, or if you want to go leaps, go for 2024 options. that will give you substantial time.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
may demand some good money, but I have never seen Disney like this. Is the only period when Disney was just flowing up. If you see the same period, you had Caterpillar, John Deere, LMT moving up. This is exactly the same period, and these were all Dow stocks. Okay, since then, all the 4 stocks which I'm talking are in the same setup. Let me just show you one more. This is exactly the same structure. If you try to see it, exactly the same structure.
Like mirror.
See, that's why like I keep a track of this. If you go to John Deere, exactly the same structure. So as of now, they may consolidate for more before doing anything.
Okay. Okay.
So wait it out, have a clarity, and it's like while going in leaps, you can start by maybe buying 1 lot for now.
Yeah.
And then start accumulating over a period of time. Because that's what I'm saying. 2024 is too long. You will have opportunities to add. But they are better stocks than these two to do anything.
Okay. Okay. I have one more question, Naval. For stocks like Snow or for Coin for that matter, where we have stop loss is considerably distance from the current price.
Mhm.
So let's say if I buy 2 weeks down the line, but if it, and by the time SL hits, right, the value of the option will almost like cents. So in those scenarios, what is the right strategy? Waiting for the SL to happen and not losing everything in the option.
That's why the problem in Coin or any other bigger stock like Amazon, if you buy weekly, you're gonna lose it, no matter what. If you take out at least 2 weeks out, it gives you that opportunity. Like for example, here, Snow has a stop loss of $7, right?
Right.
And even if you buy it maybe 2 weeks out, it may be $10 or $11. If it comes down, it will come down to 8 at most at this price. And that will give you opportunity. But what we do basically is we think, oh, 11 is expensive. I wanted to buy 5. I cannot do 11.5. Let me buy this week's and buy like at 6 at 5. Okay. And you do that. As soon as you do that, whenever you buy it, it suddenly drops.
Right. Yeah.
And then goes away. So that's why I'm saying just buy 2 weeks out. That gives you certain level of backup. Buy maybe 1 lot. 1 lot is enough. If you can make like 500 on a 1 lot, that's more than enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Naval. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
No problems. Do we have anyone? Krishna. Hi, Krishna.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thanks for doing this, Naval. Sorry, you may hear my son playing the instrument.
That's
in the
totally
background.
fine. Till the moment you're not like putting on music or watching CNBC, I'm okay.
No, he's playing instrument in a totally different room, but
That's totally fine.
so could you please take a look at Accenture? What's your thoughts on that one? ACN?
I know it's my first job.
My previous job, yeah.
It was my first job. Left in 2009. It's coming to a support area, but it's not showing. It's like evening star right at the top. It's not looking good. It might come down to 363 area.
So the fib is at 23% on my chart.
My fibs are going way back 2 years back.
I see. Okay.
So I'll not even consider that. But right now, looking at the regression channel, because I just extended that, I did not make any amendments to my channel. and right here it is respected. So 12 EMA is suggesting me that yes, it can go down further. This is a evening star, a confirmation right here. So potential 2 to 3 down candles, maybe until like 350 area, it can come 4 or
Okay.
5% down move.
It has earnings in 2 days actually.
Earnings again, like earnings have no idea. I always lose on earnings. So
Yeah. So one other question. For placing the stock option sell orders, so if I want to place an order, automatically trigger based on the underlying target price, is it possible in Thinkorswim?
it is
Trigger.
possible, and I just won like $13,000 on that. So don't try it.
Okay, so it's better to just put a limit based on
Yes.
the delta.
Yes. I tried to buy Shopify, just spanked for 1 second, 1532, got a default order of 10 lots, and then it never looked back. 13,000 just vanished in a couple of minutes. So I'm done with OC orders. I'll not, especially for option. Futures is still fine. Options, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so then we have U. U is also looking good now. Tested that support 139, holding it good, making a morning star. Just a good green candle would have confirmed a good morning star. So Gopal, it's looking good. It can bounce towards 150. If it doesn't take out 150, then there's no point trading in you. Beyond. Beyond is making a morning star, a clear morning star. Hi, Munjal.
Hello, Naval. Can you hear me?
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. Naval, can I share my screen? I just wanted to show you my chart for Boeing. I know you're out of Boeing already.
Screw Boeing, man. It has taken so much from me.
Yeah, it has taken. Even I'm stuck in that position right now.
You can share your screen now.
Okay. Let me share screen. Share screen. Yeah. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, it's a very fancy screen.
Yeah. Sorry. So. Yeah, so I was following this downtrend channel this way, and then this was the bottom, and I see that this channel has acted as resistance before, but every time it kind of comes close to this bottom channel, it tries to bounce.
That's
And
what I did on Friday. I went long based on the same thing.
Okay.
Got screwed.
Okay. Yeah, I have January 21st calls, and
I have them, man. That's what I'm saying. The pain in the ear is too much. I have removed it from my watch list.
Okay. All right.
If it has to bounce, it has to bounce based on China news. That's the only trigger which is due.
Okay.
I have March calls in Boeing. I have January calls in Boeing, and I'm not looking at them.
Okay. Got it. Well, thank you so much, Noah.
No problem, buddy. But this can only bounce if it has a good potential news coming from China that yes, they are approving Boeing. That day it will be $50 up.
Okay. All right. I really hope something comes up soon. Let's see.
Keeping my fingers crossed.
Same here. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Noah.
Nobody's bye. VAR Tech. Roger, I tried this last time as well, but I do not find this sticker. Can anybody help me with this VRK? Like tech. taking, is this you're talking about? Adobe we did. Biotech. If this is a talk, then we can evaluate this, but I need a confirmation. So I'll wait for you, Patrick, not Patrick, Roger, to reply me. LYV, Live Nation, it's making an inside day. Thank you, MTN. This is an inside day. So Patrick, if it breaks below 106, it can go down all the way to 100. If it goes up, which is not looking right now because it closed right in between the 12 and 34. So it needs to move up above 112 to give you any kind of positive move. Jerry, I have no idea. Like that's, yes, I've seen that you are. Yep. So I'll ignore that. So Patrick, this is LYV. It's an inside day. It needs to break below to come down to 100. Right now, looking at the chart, it's giving me a bear flag. So can go down. Target has bounced previously in this area, 229, 230. But their guidance is bad. So I'll not be touching target for now. It's making a M pattern right here. You can clearly see right from here. It's clearly making an M. It needs to come down to this area. So I'll like previously it has found support here consolidation. So it might consolidate more in this area. It's not a trade to jump on. FSLR, I have a position in FSLR. I was looking at FSLR today. PayPal and Square both are looking good. I have checked it. I went long in FSLR because it came again to the close of my regression channel, tested the Fibonacci. It should bounce towards 9900 area. So that is the trade I'm looking for in FSLR. Okay. PayPal and Square, in fact, I even traded this morning. PayPal is in the buying zone area. It might bounce tomorrow above 188, 89. Once it crossed that, 195 is the target. Hi, Jerry.
Hey, Noel, how you doing, man?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Hopefully today was a good day for you.
Yes, it was a green day.
One of many, I hope.
Yes, it's like sometimes we had a rally of bad days, but my bad rally was started because of two blunders. One was Shopify, which executed totally bad, and then I had huge quantity of Boeing over weekend. That just killed me at the open. I didn't even have a chance.
Yeah, I got stopped out of Boeing around 206, I think. I was like, nope, I don't want to trade this. If it kept trying to, it broke below 208 a week ago or something like that. Anyways, yeah, I got lucky, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to trade this. It's too volatile for me. It was moving too fast for my liking. The premiums, anyways. Yeah. But my question actually is in terms of Shopify. So I noticed that you went long on Shopify. But I was wondering, like, what I've noticed over the past week, 2 weeks, that it's kind of been respecting like a trend line down, right? I know your regression channel show, and then you actually just mentioned your regression channel showing you that it's bounced off this point on multiple occasions, which is given me less confidence in what I'm thinking. But I was wondering what you thought of the way it's been bouncing off the 12 EMA every time. I guess I'm wondering what.
See, we went short right below 1493.
Mhm.
1493, it has come down and look, tested exactly 1329 today,
Mhm.
which is our number. It has done this multiple times in the past. Every time it does that, next few days it simply goes up. This was the last time it had a morning star, and when it moves, it gives you a move. This was right after the earnings. This gives you a good move of $100. Same, it happened here. It tested this, then a big gap, went up above 1493. We are setting up the same stage, and I tend to follow the history. If it has bounced from here in the past, it should do it again.
No, absolutely. I absolutely agree. I'm just curious what you think. If you switch your time frame to the 30-minute, I'm curious if you'll see what I'm seeing. So do you see how from last, even almost like from the 15th, it's
That's what
been
I'm
bouncing
saying.
off this.
This is what you're saying now.
Yeah.
It's testing the 12 EMA, but it's not able to breach it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
but
wondering.
this time it will breach it. Just because tomorrow, let's look at the market. It's about 0.15 up, but it's giving some positive momentum. And this is a stock which just needs positive momentum.
Mhm.
That's it. Even if it opens $20 up, it will be right here.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't open $20 up, because then I would like to exit at that point, because I'm short right now. But I mean, I was very happy with the position, because I got in at like 1390-ish. I got in on that 1390.
Then you should
candle.
have booked profit. You were in good profit.
Oh no, I booked. I let one runner go, essentially.
Okay.
I have one runner. So I'm wondering. I'm thinking the reason why I kept it is because it bounced on that last 30-minute candle. It bounced off the 12 EMA. I was like, oh, maybe this is still. I didn't see. Obviously, I didn't see your regression channel or anything. I was just based off my own charts. But I was
That's
like, okay.
totally fine. Like you're following what you were saying, that yes, it's getting rejected here,
Mhm.
which is correct, but it's end of the day, and it tested that support level, which you may not have it because you may not have used this in the past.
No, I don't. Yeah.
So because I just like, hey, they said, even if I don't have those Fibonacci, I will see that yes, it has come 3 to 4 times here in the past. Every time it comes here, it has bounced.
Yeah, like I should have looked at my past history, and that would have given me more clarity for sure. Like I mistakenly I based my price targets on on the chart that you provided the previous day. I was aiming for 13. I sold obviously at 1330s.
It did 1330 today.
Yeah, that's why I killed one runner, and I was hoping for a further break. But anyways, hoping it doesn't get you anywhere.
Let's see tomorrow morning. Like,
yeah,
anything can happen at 9:30.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was curious what you thought of Saba. It's Kasaba.
Sava, I have traded Sava, but only when I am feeling comfortable on it. It's making a morning star, but it has failed on morning stars a couple of times in the past as well.
So they actually had some good news, I think. I mean, I know you don't follow news, but there was a short seller, which is why they dumped the way they dumped, saying that
they were supposed to do some reports. I remember that because I went long somewhere here, and I exited right on 100. I had like 70 calls for 4. I sold them at 32. I just had 2 of them.
Wow, amazing.
So
nice.
Same thing. I'm just waiting for it to consolidate more. Every time it comes in this area, it's a good entry. So if you want to go long, it's a good entry here.
Yeah, I didn't go long. I just took 2 weeks out on a contract, on 2 contracts. So no, 3 contracts. So I was thinking about scaling in more. If it breaks above 40.
So just let it run. Like all those contracts, instead of going 2 weeks out, go for maybe like a quarter out
Uh-huh.
and buy just 2 lots. of
Just buy 2
70.
lots? Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
Just 2 lots of 70. If something has to happen, it will cross 70.
I considered going to like March expiry, but then I was looking at the bid to ask, and I didn't like what I was seeing. So I was like, you know what?
You have to place orders. In this case, like you have to place orders. You may not get them.
Uh-huh.
And I'll give you an idea how to get a better price here. Like for example, if you're going for maybe
I was looking at February, but yeah, May sounds good too.
For example, May. Okay.
Okay.
So look at 70. 70, it shows 10, 50, and 14.
Mm-hmm.
The mid price will be around 12 something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just put 5 cents above the mid price and you will get it on the mid price.
So basically do like 10.55 or 10.60?
No, the bid here is 10.50 and the ask is 14. So somewhere in the middle, like 12 is the fair price, right?
Okay. I see.
So instead of 12, just put 12.05 and you will get the order.
Okay. All right. Let me try and see what I can get there.
This is the same thing which I use to close butterflies. Whatever you are looking at the screen, you may not get your order executed, but if you put it 5 cents, 10 cents above, you will have that executed at the mid price.
Actually,
It's something strange, but it happens.
Funny enough, actually, I did that with Shopify today. I went, I bought I saw that the bid and ask I didn't like, so I just threw some like really low orders, and somehow they got filled, and then obviously like it doubled. So I was like very happy with that. But like I understand what the concept that you're explaining. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try that out with Saba.
All right,
because they have some good news.
And tomorrow, like if ECB gives up a good day start, it will carry on. I don't think that FOMC gonna screw us.
You think it's priced in?
Huh?
You believe it's priced in, right? Everything that's been happening.
It's totally priced in. It can only get surprised on the positive side. If he says they're only thinking about 2 interest rate hikes, that's positive because 3 is already priced in.
Yeah, I wanted to go long. I wanted to get some SPY calls at the close, but I
you can take ES calls if you want. The ES is still running. ES is cheap, but because of tomorrow's event, I think it's gonna be expensive. ES 46.50 call. Yes, it's expensive. It's trading at $16. That's about $800.
Yeah, I think I think that's the reason why I didn't buy the calls too. I think I didn't like the how expensive it was. I think calls were like insanely expensive for like next day expiration.
See, the IV here is still 17-18%, which is not bad. It's the VIX which is high, which is making the option expensive.
Yeah, I think I was looking to buy it at like 358, and I didn't like the price. I was like, you know what, I don't want to get like, I don't know what they're gonna, if they say 3 rate hikes or any sort of bad news comes out. I was a little bit.
But
concerned.
you still have chance tomorrow to buy that.
Yeah, I open. I'll see what I can see what the bid and ask is, and I can maybe see if I want to play some 0 DTE.
Yes, and in case you want to do SPY or QQQ options, try adding them at around 410 to 412 after the market close. You will get much better price.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, I've never considered that.
It's like they open until 415, but around 410 to 412 they give you good off prices.
Okay, yeah,
That's what I've observed.
Personally, I once it hits 4 o'clock, I close my laptop and I don't look. But yeah, no, I'll check it out.
If you notice that as soon as the market closes, the futures goes up or goes down all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And then it gives you that opportunity to exit or to add new position. I do not close my SPY call, the QQQ at 4. I wait and I can do a better job at 410.
That's good to know, actually. Yeah, I've never really thought about after hours like that. for SPY or QQQ. QQQ as well?
Yes,
Oh, okay. I thought it was only SPY.
you can do QQ SPY, even DIA.
Yeah, should have known that.
All right, I need to now go back.
No worries, no worries. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Naval. Appreciate the time.
Problems, no problems. Good night, guys. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow, and all the very best with ECB tomorrow morning. And let's keep our finger crossed. We'll make some good green tomorrow. See you. Good night. All the best.